Today, we're going to be answering the question, which Rocket League server is the most toxic? To do this, I ran an experiment by playing 3 games in each server and judged all of the players on a point system. If they said something wholesome, such as complimenting shots, owning up to mistakes, or forgiving for my mistakes, they got a point. However, anything toxic from a player, such as what is saving, throwing the game, or just any shit talk in general, will result in -3 points. At the end of the video, I'm going to tally every server's points and see which server is truly the most toxic server to play in. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, leave a like and a comment for the algorithm. It really helps out your boy. Also, make sure to use code heyitsbenjay in the Rocket League item shop if you do end up enjoying the video. Anyway, let's get right into it. So starting off with Asia East, and I'm not gonna lie, didn't have too many problems here. In all 3 of the games, my teammates were super nice and apologetic. This guy right here stole my boost and said sorry right after, which you rarely see nowadays in game. Every time I scored, I was bombarded with nice shot messages, and same goes for the other team. The only problem that arose was this dude who was pissed I kept saying whoops. I owned gold here at the end of the game and felt bad, so I apologized, only for the other team to lash out to me and say this. Overall, Asia East was pretty wholesome and got a score of 9. Not bad, Asia East, I'm not gonna lie. Not bad. Now let's move to Asia Mainland. Asia Mainland was pretty shy for the most part, not much talking. I would get a few nice shot messages here and there, but for the most part, everyone was pretty quiet. When I would score, nothing. When my teammates would score, nothing. The exact same thing happened for the opposite teams as well. Literally, no one said anything. I don't know why. Overall, Asia Mainland got a score of 6, which is not bad, but props to them for not having any deductions to their score. Literally, not a single toxic encounterment. Next, Asia Maritime. Similar to Mainland, Maritime was pretty silent. The first game went smoothly with 0 toxic encounters and a few nice shot messages. The second game was pretty interesting as my teammates and the other team were literally mute the entire game. Didn't say a word. However, when we were down by 2 goals with plenty of time left, my teammate had the audacity to say this. Man was literally roasting my score. Like, alright, first of all, I'm lagging at 250 ping. Like, what do you want me to do? Second of all, it ended up being pretty ironic as we all finished with similar scores at the end of the game. So, you, kid. The third game took a massive turn with these 2 racist idiots right here. Despite their names, they were pretty friendly at first. Alright, they're complimenting my goals and saves and even apologizing here and there for their mistakes. But towards the end of the game, shit went south. Like very south. What if saves were being tossed left and right, resulting in massive damage to Maritime's score? Literally just trashing everyone left and right for their mistakes. So with that third and final game, Asia Maritime ended up with a measly 2 points. Sorry, Maritime, you can thank these clowns right here. Europe was a heyday to say the least, as it seems that every player I played against was pissed off, including the other team. Take my first game for example, as my teammate rips on me for simple mistakes. After being down 0-3, he throws up a forfeit in record time, although having damn near 2 minutes to play. Also, when I did score, he didn't say a peep. Which he seems like a great guy, I guess. I don't know. My second teammate, after going down 1-4, also hits me with the forfeit. What's funny is that we almost came back and he seemed to be getting nicer. It looked good, I'm not gonna lie. We were scoring goals left and right. He was complimenting me. It was going great. Well, unfortunately, the other team had a pretty steezy kickoff goal right here, which in turn made my teammate just bounce just right away. The third game was pretty average with a few nice shot messages here and there. Nothing too exciting. Overall, Europe had a score of -1, which honestly is not bad. I thought they were gonna break negative double digits for sure. But anyway, let's move on to the Middle East, baby. At first, the Middle East was looking like a great server, I'm not gonna lie. The first 2 games went very smoothly, not much talking, but when there was talking, it was mainly positive. However, game 3 took a massive U-turn, as both my teammates and the other team weren't having it. I made this bad touch right here off the wall earlier in the game, which resulted in a goal for the other team, and literally everyone was flaming my ass. Literally everyone. What's even more bullshit is the fact that one of their teammates on the other team made the exact same mistake, which resulted in a goal in our favor, and no one said a damn thing. They were apologizing for it. Like, what the hell? Regardless of the mild toxicity, the Middle East tied Maritime with the score of 2, which honestly isn't bad. Next, we're moving into the States with my home server, NA East. So my 3 games in NA East were some of the most wholesome games I've ever played. I'm not gonna lie. All 3 games had super friendly players who would compliment my every move and would instantly apologize for making mistakes. I know it may seem like I faked this one because, you know, NA East is the server I play on, but hand to God, I did not tamper any of the evidence here. The only slightly toxic thing that really happened was these 2 people at my 3rd game that ended up forfeiting with plenty of time to go. So I guess I took off for that, but it wasn't really, you know, too toxic. So overall, NA East scored an astounding 13 points. You just love to see your home server taking dubs, baby. Anyway, moving on to the West Coast. West was a pleasure at first. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, my first 2 games went pretty smooth with back and forth compliments on good plays. However, I want to dedicate this section of the video to OGBs, who was my teammate in my 3rd game. OGBs had some choice words to say the least, throughout the game. So honestly, I'll just let y'all enjoy this real quick. So after an atrocious performance from OGBs, NA West had a record-breaking score of -22. I thought all the legalized drugs over there would make everyone more chill, maybe everyone more forgiving, but I guess not. So Oceania was pretty fun for the most part, as my 1st and 3rd games were pretty wholesome, plenty of nice messages and overall great teammates and opponents. However, game 2 was a slightly different story. I want y'all to meet Blurs, who, like OGBs, wasn't very fond of my playstyle. Eventually, he calmed down, but that didn't help the damage that was already done. Oceania clocked in with a score of -13, putting it 2nd and last so far. Now let's see how South Africa compares. So South America started off very poorly with my teammate David VR. Throughout the match, he would chirp me with his passive-aggressive messages, some of which didn't even make sense. Take this play for example. First, my teammate gives up possession with whatever the hell this is. Then after that, he chases the ball while I'm trying to defend. Him and I both end up missing the block, to which he says... Right, I don't know. I really don't know. If he was back post on that, easy saves all day. So despite the rude comments and lack of effort from my teammate right there, the other 2 games were pretty great. No huge problems with anyone, and overall, everyone was just genuinely nice. So South Africa ended up with a score of -2, putting them somewhere ranked in the middle. Finally, we have South America. South America was the quietest of them all. There was barely any communication whatsoever in my 3 games here. Even in this play where I accidentally owned goal, not even a peep from my teammates or the other team. All that was really said were a mere 3 nice shot messages, bringing South America's score to 3, which I guess is good considering it's beaten like most of the servers, but it was kind of weird. No one said anything. Now that all of my tests are done, we can conclude the most wholesome and the most toxic server in Rocket League. Based off of my super reliable, 100% accurate accurate results, the most wholesome server is NA East, which was closely followed by Asia East and Asia Mainland. So shout out Asia and shout out NA East, my boys from the hometown, let's go. And then the most toxic server of them all by a long shot was, you guessed it, NA West, which is kind of interesting because NA West is literally in the same country as NA East, where NA East was the most wholesome server. Honestly, I don't know. And then next in line was Oceania with the score of -13, but there was a massive 9-point difference between NA West and Oceania. But anyway, hopefully you guys ended up enjoying the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, that's it for me. Hopefully you guys enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever. And yeah, peace out.